video we're going to look at two things basically. One is the fact that when we run our program we are constantly in a loop. We're not breaking out of that loop. So we'll look at that in the next video. But in this one I want to introduce you to aliases. Now at the moment we've got three libraries, JSON, URL-lib and URL-lib2. And they're used here, URL-lib2, JSON, URL-lib2. Now libraries, they can get rather long, particularly if they're your own created ones. I mean, if I use this one as a library it would be called Address Finder. It gets rather long and sort of unwieldy. So I'm going to use a shortened version. I'm going to call that one as J. So instead of using JSON, all I need to do is use J. In fact, if I use JSON, it would probably fail. I'm going to do the same with URL-lib. I'm going to call that as U. So wherever I see URL-lib, which I don't have in my program, I will just use U. And the same goes for this one. I'm going to call that one U2. So everywhere where I see URL-lib2, I'm going to change that. U2, and here U2. So I've got the same running program now. Let me just delete that and prove that my program runs exactly the same. CV12, 8DA. There we go. Something went wrong. And we're back in the loop. Now, the reason why I've done alias is because I want to handle this error as an alias, and I want to be able to get the reason why it crashed, and I can only do that with an alias. So I'm going to say that instead of that whole thing, U2 URL error, I'm going to rename that as E. So the whole thing is E. And here I can just put on the end of my print statement a E.reason. So if I save that, now when I run the program and it breaks, I'm going to get a reason why it went wrong. So if I run that, enter my postcode, CV12, 8DA, there you go, something went wrong and there is my reason. Get address info failed. Now that doesn't necessarily look like a problem with the web address at the moment. I will come to that shortly. So in the next video what I'm going to do is, now that I've finished, I don't want to keep looping. I want to break out of here gracefully and crash. Well, crash gracefully.